being paid a fair wage, and are you doing a job that you can enjoy and you love doing? So I wouldn't make a decision for a job just based on that, because a company can start that program or perk and they can end it just as well. So don't rely on someone else to fix your situation. You take the job, make a good living, budget, but I want you to pay toward the student loan debt. Don't ignore it, because a lot of people don't understand, Dana. This debt doesn't go away. You can't bankrupt it. You can't get out of it. You have to deal with it.
It will follow you. One of the best columnists in America today is Jason Gay at the Wall Street Journal, and he wrote a column today about for graduates, and he says, your parents, they seem like they have it together. They're good people. Here's what your parents think about at night, though, just before they fall asleep. Oh, God, am I doing it right? What if I'm making a mistake? What am I doing? And the truth is, basically, he says, nobody really knows what they're doing. Nobody. Now, I think that is true sort of in general, but there is one thing you can control, and that is your spending.
I completely agree with you. We can control our attitude, our outlook, and our actions with it when it comes to finances. So it goes back to the basics. I tell people time and time again, learn how to budget. Budgeting is where you tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it went. It gives you control, and it also gives you permission to enjoy when the time comes. So budgeting, saving, attacking debt, and investing, these are 4 things that we can do.
You know, Chris, I have to ask, because money, it plays a role in all of your decisions and your thinking and the way that you experience life, the anxiety that you have with it. And we're talking right now, we're giving this advice for college students and their parents. But at what age would you recommend parents start teaching children about these things?
I think the earlier we start talking to young people about money, the better. Meaning by the age 7 or 8, putting your kids on commission, not allowance. You see, adults know that money comes from work. Well, if we can teach this to young kids earlier on, as they do their chores, if they do the chore, they get paid. If they don't get paid. It's just like that in the real world.
Yeah.
But take it a step further and teach them 3 categories when they're young.
Okay.
Teach them to give, save, and spend. And help them to understand those 3 categories are crucial to being a productive adult when it comes to money.
Chris Hogan, we loved having you. We'll hope you come back one day. Thank you.
Thank you.
So a typo alert. There are some red faces down under today after Australia made hundreds of millions of new $50 bills with a typo. You can see the word responsibility. Well, it's spelled incorrectly. Whoops. The bill features the country's first female lawmaker and quoted her first speech to Parliament. Now, the currency was released last October, but the mistake only coming to light now, which is the one thing I'm trying to figure out. So the fake European heiress, convicted of swindling New York banks, hotels, and even her so-called friends, learns her fate in court. Tyrus is here to discuss. And a heartwarming story overseas, an 81-year-old woman on a mission to find her biological mother.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Great tasting Ensure with 9 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals. Ensure for strength and energy.
Fact is, every insurance company hopes you drive safely. But Allstate actually helps you drive safely with DriveWise. It lets you know when you go too fast and brake too hard, with feedback to help you drive safer, giving you the power to actually lower your cost. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about that. Now that you know the truth, are you in good hands?
Hi, I'm Barry Sloan with NewTek, your business solutions company. Does your business need money? Whether you need $10,000 or $10 million, you can count on NewTek, the nation's largest non-bank government-guaranteed lender. NewTek can help your business expand and grow. With a simple phone interview, we can pre-qualify you in just 48 hours. And with rates as low as 6%, you can see why so many businesses turn to NewTek. To see how easy getting a loan can be, contact NewTek, your business solutions company, today.
What does help for heart failure look like? It looks like George having a busy day. George has Entresto, a heart failure medicine that helps his heart so he can keep on doing what he loves. In the largest heart failure study ever, Entresto was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. It helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure.
That was great.
Entrust your heart to Entresto.
The beat goes on.
We'd heard of Angie's List, but we didn't really know what it did.
I know they've got reviews for home pros, but so do a lot of websites.
I didn't want to pay to join. Then I found out it's free. Wait, it's free?
Free to check ratings, read reviews.
And Angie's List reviews are written by real customers. So I know the pros have done quality work.
And now they'll even match my project with a few qualified pros for the job.
And it's all free.
To get the most reviews from real customers, all for free, go to angieslist.com today.
Hi, I'm Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I was part of a legal team that recently helped secure a $289 million verdict for our client who developed non-Hodgkin's lymphoma after using Roundup weed killer. And that's only the start of our fight. I'm seeking justice for all the other people who've also been injured by Monsanto's failure to warn consumers about the dangers of Roundup. If you use Roundup diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma,
call 833-534-2491.
I'm feeling good.
Make the most of your business card with Vistaprint.
I'm feeling good.
500 standard cards start at just $9.99 with code BC Now.
I'm feeling good.
Own the now with Vistaprint.
This thing has no brakes.
Go, go, go. Every step forward we take, we get pushed back too.
This is not going to end well. Almost off a cliff here.
All new Parker's Trail. Check your local listings.
Tom and Tyrus play back the wildest parodies from the Greg Gutfeld Show. Dive into the weirdest.
Anyone want to talk about the new Game of Thrones?
And most hilarious social commentary today. Gutfeld's classic commercials. Available now on Fox Nation. Now only 99 cents for your first month.
And now a look at other stories. It's our Daily 3. First, in California, weak marijuana sales leading the state to scale back what it expects to collect in cannabis tax revenue through June of next year. Governor Gavin Newsom says it will likely take up to 7 years for the legal marijuana market to reach its potential. The Democrat-led House approving a $17 billion disaster aid bill today, but it doesn't match the Senate's version, and some of the holdup has to do with the president's opposition to more funding for Puerto Rico. In 5 years, Bezos says his company Blue Origin will land a robotic ship the size of a small house. It would be followed by a version that could take human passengers. So the fake heiress, Anna Sorokin, has been sentenced to 4 to 12.
We're both satisfied with the result.
So the judge in the case, Diane Kiesel, said that Anna is worried about who would play her in the Netflix or the HBO programs that apparently is in the work. And I heard that she's called a socialite instead of a socialite. She was a faker.
She's a fake. You know what? What's with New York and the fakers? I mean, actually, you like to read books. I don't know if you ever read Walter Kern's book, Blood Will Out.
Yes.
That was about Clark Rockefeller. And how he duped him and everybody else. And I think
great book.
This is not as salacious because Clark, of course, he killed 2 people, whereas the only thing she did was just kill us with lots of selfies and stuff. I don't know how people fall for this, but wow, no one fact checks anymore. They just, it's so outrageous, you have to believe it.
Yes, and in some ways it feels like we're living in the Great Gatsby times.
Yes,
right.
Like it's just because you can say anything. Like I could,
but there are consequences, right? I mean, so she's going to.
This is actually good. This maybe will send a message to some people that you actually is real consequences, and it's not necessarily extreme. Like she committed fraud, and that's still a crime in this country. So the
other thing we've talked about on air is you obviously know the world of wrestling very well.
Yes, like the back of my hand.
And a lot of wrestlers are making for good politicians. You have a friend, Mayor Kane. I think we have a little sound. Watch this. How can anyone compete with that?
And that's why he never loses a debate. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Someone saying, well, my hands are bigger than yours? Oh, really? Oh, man, I wish we could have more of that.
Have you talked to him? Like, does he enjoy being a mayor?
He has always been. He's actually one of my inspirations to talk about politics was very early shows in the WWE locker room hosted by one Kane. He was very passionate about. You didn't have to necessarily have his belief system, but you be active, be a part of it, and
to
he's
talk
always
about it.
been like that. Yeah,
And he was a good money manager, right?
phenomenal.
Yeah.
He knew how to stretch a dollar.
And there's another new guy, Matt Morgan.
Matt, yes.
Okay, tell me about Matt Morgan. I think we have a tweet here. Let me pull that up. There it is. It's a photo. Oh, it's just a photo. Oh, here we go. It's a photo. So he's going to run
He's
for
dressed.
mayor.
I'm so proud
yeah.
of him.
Well, so, yeah. Tell me about that. This is Mayor Matt Morgan, your new mayor of Longwood.
Yes, Matt. Well, I'm glad he's dressed because he puts he's really into nutrition and fitness. And he does weekly, I guess they're after pictures, usually in underwear.
After
where
his
he's
workout?
flexing, like to show his muscles and his legs. And at one point, I sent a challenge to him, I can't take it anymore.
I mean, if you're
Yeah.
going to challenge him in the mayor's race, how can you compete?
He'll go there. Kane will put you through a table, and Matt will strip.
Well, I think
But
it's interesting and pretty cool, right? So you get some fame, and then you decide to give back.
I think both those guys are extremely humble.
Yeah.
Their height is secondary to their heart.
Stick around for just a second. I want you to get a load of this. This is pretty amazing. So there's this 81-year-old woman, Eileen Mackin. She's been looking for her birth mother for more than 6 decades. Eileen grew up in a Dublin orphanage and began her search at the age of 19. Get this. The good news is a genealogist called to say he had tracked her biological mother, Elizabeth, to Scotland, and the two met last month. Elizabeth will be 104 tomorrow. What do you think of that?
It's never too late. Wow,
Isn't that amazing? It's so true. It's never too late. That's a real miracle.
Yeah, if you.
I'm so happy for both of them.
That's a great story.
Indeed. All right, Tyrus, thank you. Have a good weekend. Thank you for joining us all week. I'll see you on the 5, though. I'm not done today. I'm